Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Recap Corner. Today, I've got a special treat for you, a recap of the movie The Hitman's Bodyguard. Spoilers ahead. Be prepared, watch out and take care. The film began with Michael, a bodyguard who works for a security agency in London. Michael is a fierce and powerful fighter, and he is the most important person in the agency. His mission is to protect Takashi, an arms dealer, from multiple sides that want him dead. It is a very difficult task, but Michael manages to accomplish it. Takashi arrives on his plane, and Michael bids farewell to him. Michael is very happy because he will be promoted in the agency. However, suddenly, a gunshot hits Takashi, and he dies inside the plane. Michael remains standing in his place, shocked by what happened because his evaluation at work will decrease in the security agency he works for, and indeed, this is what happened. 2 years later we see Michael and he has a new assignment, and his mission was to secure an important lawyer named Seifert. Seifert was in danger and threatened with death, and Michael had to protect him and drive him to Seifert's meeting place. Michael secures the protection, but a gang comes to them and tries to kill Seifert, and we watch Michael fight professionally. Michael, without using any weapons, eliminates the gang and protects the lawyer. He is happy that he will be able to return to the security agency in Belarus. We see President Djokovic, who is a wrongful person with many enemies and is a suspect in dangerous operations. Djokovic knows Professor Asimov has a project that conflicts with his interests, and this project is a threat to the existence of Djokovic and the government in Belarus. Djokovic kills the family of Professor Asimov, but fortunately the media is aware of what happened and large demonstrations take place and the case goes to court. Professor Asimov talks about what happened, and we watch. Djokovic is in court, but there was no strong evidence against him. The media began to tell people that whoever has evidence should present it to the court so that Djokovic can be convicted. In the Interpol office, the agents are in a meeting with Darius, who is one of the most dangerous hired killers and has been working for a while with Djokovic. He has killed many of Djokovic's enemies. Darius was arrested, but he did not confess to Djokovic's crimes. Interpol agents asked him to confess against Djokovic in any of the cases in which he was involved, and in return they will release his wife Sonia from prison. They accept Darius's terms and he also consents to them. He will be escorted to the court with tight security to testify against Djokovic's crimes. Agent Amelia is in charge of moving Darius. Amelia is Michael's ex-girlfriend, and there were problems between them that led to their separation during the process of transporting him to the court. A car exploded in front of the car Darius was in. A confrontation occurs between Interpol agents and the gang that tries to prevent them from going to court. The gang was very large in number and the Interpol agents could not confront them all. The Interpol agents are killed except Amelia and Darius. Darius and Amelia manage to eliminate all the gang members and dispose of them. Amelia prevents Darius from escaping, and he reveals that an Interpol insider alerted Djokovic's gang. Amelia takes Darius to a secure location and succeeds in bringing him to court and completing the mission. We find out that Jean was the one who informed Djokovic's gang. Jane is the assistant to the president of Interpol. Here we see Jean informing Djokovic of the Interpol team's moves. In this scene we see Amelia calling Michael to ask him for help in moving Darius to court. Amelia threatens Michael to tell Interpol of the operations he was carrying out if he refuses to help her. Indeed, Amelia meets Michael and we learn that they broke up because of the death of the arms dealer who was under Michael's protection. Michael and Darius have a fight when they see each other because they have a history of Darius trying to kill the agents that Michael was protecting. But Darius passes out from bleeding in his leg after he got shot during the confrontation with Djokovic's gang. Darius gets treated by Amelia and she tells Michael to keep Darius safe until he gets to court. Amelia goes to inform the Interpol director. Then Djokovic's gang shows up and tries to kill Darius, but Michael and Darius fight them off and kill some of them. They escape in a car, but the gang chases them and catches up with them. A gunfight breaks out between them and Darius manages to kill them and blow up their car. Michael asks Darius why he will confess against Djokovic. He told him that he had made a deal with Interpol for his wife's release. He got to know her after he saved her. In a fight he stared at a night bar and managed to help her. They loved each other and got married. However, they were arrested because they were carrying out criminal operations together, and then Michael and Darius moved to continue their path. Darius shares his story of how he became a criminal with Michael. He says that his father was a pastor in a church and he was killed for no reason when Darius was 17 years old. Darius avenged his father by killing his murderer, and then he became a professional killer and worked with Djokovic. They arrive at Amsterdam and go to Michael's house, but Darius slips away. The gang is still searching for them everywhere. Michael manages to find Darius and they agree to work together. Darius tells Michael that he was the one who killed the arms dealer Michael was protecting. Michael gets angry and hits Darius and tells him that he has to protect himself from now on. Michael was sitting in a cafe in the city center. Darius gets ambushed by the gang who wants to kill him. Michael doesn't care at first, but then he senses that Darius is in trouble. He tries to save Darius from the gang by using his gun. Darius escapes by taking a boat and getting away. But the gang captures Michael and tries to make him reveal Darius's location. He doesn't say anything even though they beat and torture him. Suddenly Darius appears in the place, beats the gang and manages to save Michael so that they go to court. Darius asks about Amelia. Michael informs him that he met Amelia at the funeral of an Interpol agent, and Amelia was there with the Interpol team in order to arrest the dead agent's brother. But they discovered a clash occurred between the dead agent's brother and Interpol agents. Michael was involved in the murder, so he was at the scene. He saved Amelia in the fight and fell in love with her. He tells Darius they need to switch cars so the gang won't find them. But the gang tracks them down and chases them. Michael calls Amelia and tells her what happened. He also says sorry to her because he thought she was behind the arms dealer's death. Darius slams on the brakes and Michael gets out of the car. Darius drives away with the car and the gang follows him. He manages to wreck the gang's cars and get away from them. Michael tries to get away, but the gang traps him in the restaurant. He kills them. Darius comes back for Michael and they run away. They get to the court and Darius admits to all the crimes that Djokovic did. He shows them photos of Djokovic killing people who opposed him. The judge orders the police to arrest him. A big car speeds up and blows up in front of the courthouse. Djokovic grabs the gun from the cop and tries to shoot Darius. But Michael jumps in and saves Darius and gets shot. Djokovic tries to run away from court, but Darius chases him. In this scene, Amelia tries to arrest the assistant director of Interpol because he was the one who was telling Djokovic's gang about Interpol's movements. Jean was close to killing Amelia. However, Michael manages to save her. Djokovic was trying to escape and a plane was waiting for him. But Darius prevents him from boarding the plane and kills the crew, blowing up the plane, and then he throws Djokovic from the roof and kills him. We see the ambulance taking Michael away because he got shot. Darius goes to Michael and thanks him for saving his life and helping his wife get out of jail. Amelia comes over to thank and say sorry to Michael. Later we see Darius and his wife Sonia in a bar after they got out. They are celebrating their wedding anniversary. There is a fight in the bar, but they don't care and focus on having fun. And this is the end of the summary of this movie. Don't forget to visit the channel to see more movies that you will like. Thank you for joining us into our review. We hope you had as much fun watching it as we did breaking it down for you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video from us.